We are live. Hey guys, this is Chat here. Sorry about missing last week. Today it's me, Kyosuke, and I have with me today Kira.
Woo!
I also have Arixu, also known as Alex, also known as Karna, also known as Leo.
Oh, brought the Karna back. Okay.
Well, everyone did call you Karna for a while.
Yes.
Alright, so Alex actually had a topic he wanted to discuss today. So, I'm going to hand over the mic to him. That's totally figurative. There is no mic, and I am nowhere near Alex.
All right. I figured we could discuss anime movies because it was just something I'd. Well, this was originally the topic I had for last week, but because I wound up watching some of the Pokemon movies with one of my buddies, and so I figured we'd just discuss essentially what do you look for in an anime movie that makes it more cinematic than just watching, typical episodes? I guess we'll start with that.
Hmm. Well, alright. So, do you want to go first, or or do you want us to flesh out our opinions before you go?
Um, that's a good question. I guess we'll have some initial thoughts to give you some time to work on something, and then we'll cycle back around to me.
Okay.
All right. So basically, when you're watching a show that has, a 3 or 4 episode arc, it's roughly the same duration as an anime movie, and so when a producer basically makes the choice to make an animated movie, they have to add something to it that they can't do in a normal arc. So,
Hmm.
for example, something like, well, we're going to go back to, I guess, yeah, we'll go first Pokemon movie because I assume most people have seen that. So, you know, uh, there's a couple episodes of the OG Pokemon anime that links into Pokemon the first movie. Mostly the stuff going around in Viridian City Gym with Giovanni and Mewtwo and whatnot, right?
Hmm.
And then the first movie is all about that Giovanni and Mewtwo action. As Mewtwo's like, I'm gonna take over the world because I'm OP. So I guess what I'm getting at is whereas a multi-episode arc can have escalation and climax and conclusion similar to a movie,
Hmm.
just drawn out over multiple episodes. Doing a movie, you have a means to, I guess, make it more smooth because
With
you
less.
don't have to have the standard episode transitions or the what happened last time, I guess. So to an
Yeah.
extent, it can save time, money, you know. The way that you promote the film is also different than the way you promote a normal episode. And most importantly, anime movies tend to have higher budgets than their weekly episode equivalents.
Yeah.
All right, that's my initial thoughts, I guess.
All right. So, I guess what I look for in an anime movie, or just like about it in general, is usually I like it to be self-contained. And okay, let me put it like this: if it is a series and the movie is a non-canon adaptation, I like the movie to be self-contained enough to the point where it doesn't, just spit on the series, if you know what I mean.
Hmm.
Um, let's go. Oh, I'm trying to think of some good examples. Since I am blasting Piccolo to heck, I'm going to bring up DBZ movies. A lot of the DBZ movies are just the DBZ formula shortened, and some of them try to make themselves canon even though they're not, and it just doesn't come off right because there's things that just don't make sense, or there's just things that are completely stupid.
Hmm.
Um, so Honestly, I think movies that like put themselves out as canon but aren't really, like trying to be something you're not, essentially, is something I dislike. Whereas something like Tony Kwan, which is just a movie series in general, I prefer it to. I like how it was able to address everything the way it did. I'm trying not to spoil it. It's kind of hard,
Okay.
but I just like that it the way it presented itself as, oh, this is this, and this has no connection to anything else. This is going to be a series of movies, and then it stays like that, and the feel throughout the movies is continuous, so that you actually feel like you're watching something without much disconnect.
Okay.
That's all I have right now.
Okay. Any
So
thoughts, Kira?
I generally don't watch a lot of anime movies, so I have no idea.
that's why I got to show her Toa no Kuwan.
Okay.
That's what has to happen. Um, but you did show me that one weird movie where the dude just would, and he gets
That
a.
was listen. I did not go out of my time to purposely go and see Origin Spirits of the Past. I was bored one day. I was on Netflix that day, and that happened to be in the recommended.
So you haven't seen too many Ghibli films then?
I have seen Ghibli films, yes,
That
but when
counts
I'm
as
bored,
that counts as anime films, Kira.
dude,
Yeah, that's like quintessential anime filming.
So
I said, listen, I did not
yeah,
say I do not watch anime
yes,
films.
yes,
I
yes,
said I
but
don't watch many.
yes,
Well,
you said
I
in
wouldn't
general.
say I watch many either, but
It's
I've
not.
definitely seen enough, and it was on my mind, so I figured that would be our topic.
Yes, like if you've seen more than three, I think you have a valid opinion on saying something. Three,
Hmm.
and by three I mean three different things, and I assume you have, unless you've seen
Most
like
of the
one.
anime films I've seen have been Ghibli.
Yes, and
Honestly,
there's
that's
nothing
it.
wrong. But there's nothing wrong with Ghibli films. Each one of them has a different formula usually.
Yep.
So there is actually nothing wrong with talking about Ghibli films.
Hmm. I guess since we're on the topic of Ghibli films, what's everyone's favorite Ghibli film?
Okay, let's see. Off the top of my head, I have to say, oh, I don't want to be cliche and be like, oh yeah, it's Spirited Away, but it kind of is. Um, which just seems to be one of the more popular ones.
Well,
Uh,
it's really good.
yes, I watched it when I was younger. The reason I like was kind of holding back on that statement is because it's been a long time since I've seen some of the other ones.
Hmm.
And oh god, what's the which one? Kiki's Delivery Service. Is that Ghibli?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, then I really liked that one too. I was spending a summer just watching a bunch of anime movies. So I've seen like The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, Summer Wars, which is essentially Digimon the movie all over again.
Summer
Um,
Wars is great.
yes, I'm fully aware. I've seen it like 4 times. I even showed my mom it. um, but yeah, that was just 2 summers ago that I did that.
Mhm.
Speaking of
Um,
which, I need to show you The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. That's actually a really good one.
Said that. Um, I'm gonna have to say my favorite Ghibli film is probably Princess Mononoke.
Hmm.
Um, and the first one I saw was actually Spirited Away, and that was initially what I was thinking. But I'm just like, actually, I think I like Princess Mononoke better. So, you know, that's gonna be final option, final answer. Yeah.
I I don't remember My Neighbor Totoro, and I was gonna be that was one of the things that popped into my head. I'm like, but I haven't seen that since I was like 5. I can't even remember what really happened. Um, yeah, no. So, Kira, what's your favorite?
I really liked Ponyo as well as Howl's Moving Castle.
Okay.
I forgot about Howl's Moving Castle. I remember that airing on Cartoon Network. Man, yeah, a lot of the Ghibli films actually aired on Cartoon Network.
I never had Cartoon Network. try. Anyway, um,
I know the feeling. There's been several points in my life where I've just been without cable.
hmm. So,
This is
you were
super
talking
Vegeta.
about movies that were self-contained, right?
Yes.
What's your opinion on the Bleach films?
Okay, so the Bleach films, honestly, in my okay, so if we're okay, I'm gonna have to compare them to the other big three. I've never seen a One Piece movie for various reasons, but I
Mm,
have seen the Naruto movies, and I think the Bleach movies are better than the Naruto movies. Um, mainly because the Bleach movies introduce something that's like not totally BS.
mm,
Like, sure, maybe where it fits on the timeline is totally BS because it's not trying to fit on the timeline.
yeah.
But like the concepts are kind of interesting usually.
Mm,
So I actually tend to like Bleach movies. See, it's the first one is Memories of Nobody. Second one is Diamond Dust Rebellion. Then it's Fade to Black. And then it's Hellverse.
I have only seen Fade to Black and Hellverse.
Fade to Black and Hellverse are probably the better ones. Well, actually, no, I take that back. Diamond Dust Rebellion is Toshiro had a friend, and both of them had the same Zanbakuto, and they fought over it. Essentially, that's it, the movie
Okay.
in a nutshell. Um, Memories of Nobody. It essentially goes full Chain of Memories, Kingdom Hearts on you,
Oh,
with an
okay.
with an ending like Shion's ending.
Well,
It's even a black-haired girl and everything. Um,
okay.
so yeah, that's yeah, I'll have to show them to you one day, I guess. I watched them all in like elementary school, except for like Hellverse and Fade to Black. I watched this in middle school.
I gotcha.
Jeez, oh my God, it's been that long. Like terrifying. There's so many Naruto movies I can't even list them off the top of my head. God. See, the first one is about a princess, I think.
Okay.
For no, it's not. I take that back. Crap. What is the first Naruto movie about? I watched part one Naruto movies, and they're all really, really weird.
Okay. I haven't seen any of the Naruto movies, actually.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. Uh, hmm, jeez. Oh God. Oh, okay. So the one I have seen that I remember is Bonds, and that's essentially Naruto meets this trap. Trap is friends with this old man. Old man actually turns out to be evil. Old man has this jutsu Orochimaru wants. So Orochimaru sends Sasuke, and then Naruto and Sasuke just happen to meet up and beat the tar out of the guy. Sasuke leaves with whatever he needs for Orochimaru. Naruto leaves with Sasuke running away, and nothing is resolved at the end of the movie except for the fact that they beat this randomly non-canon guy.
I see.
So yeah,
Um, yeah. Um, let's see. What about movies that are canon to their respective series?
okay, so that'd be like Naruto the Last, Boruto the movie, Battle of the Gods, Revival of Frieza, um, the Kara movies are canon to the Nasuverse because they're the Kara movies.
Yes,
Um,
I was actually going to bring up Kara no Kyokai for the point I
oh,
was after this.
Kyokai no Kanata, which I just recently showed Kira.
Okay.
That movie. Um, hmm. Oh, the Madoka movies. They're also canon.
Okay.
Mm, mm. I think some of the Digimon movies are canon.
I
Uh,
think you're right, but I haven't paid attention to Digimon since I was like 10.
in
So,
elementary school, Nicktoons was airing Digimon every day of the week for weekdays, and I just binged that crap when I was middle school, and my mom watched it with me.
Nice.
So, trying to think. What's all that comes off the top of my head? Yeah. So, the canon movies, sometimes they feel rushed, you know?
Yes. Um,
Uh, However, I didn't feel that problem with Kara. However, considering I watched it in chronological order, I felt no disconnect. But
yeah.
had I watched that in release order, and I would have been like, what even is this series?
Well, I think Karno Kyokai's choice to do all just a series of anime movies is really interesting. Granted, there's a couple shorts, but you know,
Hmm.
it's essentially just all anime movies, and um, I find that really interesting because, like, the way they frame it is that so that an individual arc in the series is just one movie, right?
Hmm.
And they don't necessarily rush things too much because each one of the arcs is just a couple days.
Yep. Shout out to Murder Speculation Part 1 being the most normal movie.
Yeah. I'd actually say that the Future's Gospel is also pretty well. It's not as out there as a lot of the other ones.
That's with Azaka and Shiki in the school, right?
No, that's
Okay.
the one with two people who can see the future.
Alright. Yeah, that's Unified Language Dude, right?
That's the one in the school.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
School.
that
I
one's
forget the
also pretty
names.
normal actually. Granted, the end of it gets a little out there, but
Shh. For Cardinal Kyokai standards, that was pretty normal. It was essentially just Shiki and Azaka being like, I don't like you. I don't like
yeah,
you. I think we agree on something.
yep.
Um, Future Gospel is okay. It's been a year since I've seen them already. God.
Those are good. Um, anyway, so do you think that Kara Kyokai could have benefited by um, just doing like 24 episode series instead of the freaking 8 movies and a couple shorts?
Honestly, the way the story is told, heck no. I could not imagine watching that on an episode to episode basis.
Um, how about this? If they put it in chronological order, do you think you could watch it on an episode basis?
You see, the thing is, it feels like there's no stopping points in the Kara movies. That's why I'm like, I don't think I could watch it on an episode by episode basis because there's no cliffhangery moments because something's always happening and that has to be concluded in that scene.
All right, I get what you're saying.
Um, but yeah, that's the. I couldn't imagine seeing it as anything other than a series of movies. God dang it.
All right, interesting. We recently watched the Eden of the East movies, and do you think that those would have benefited from being episodes instead of movies?
Um, I think I might have liked them less if they were episodes.
Interesting.
To be honest, because first movie is a whole lot of nothing until the end, because
Yeah,
the latter half is where stuff actually happens, and the
yeah,
first part is just a whole lot of nothing, and it's not. And okay, it's literally the first part of Eden HD Remix 2.5, like with some new events. It like the setting, things that happen to MC, just bad luck all over the place.
Yeah,
without memories. The only thing is we're missing a naked dude. It's like literally the only difference.
I get what
You
you're saying.
got friend zone dude worrying about girl because she refuses to call under any circumstances because she likes worrying her friends to the point where they get old really fast.
Um, Let me put it like this: if they didn't have the 6 month time skip between the end of the series and the movies, but instead, added, you know, a couple of episodes in between that and then mix that in to the first part of the first movie, do you think that the first movie at least would have
Maybe,
benefited from being episodic?
maybe.
Okay, because I personally think that it would.
Um, maybe. Again, so
The reason why I say this is because the first movie is a lot of short-term goals, meaning, you could get to that goal in an episode or two,
mhm.
and then, get to the next thing in an episode or two, etc., until the end, and then have the last one just be a movie.
Mhm. Um, I guess I can see what you're saying. But just yeah. Hmm. This
You're
second
allowed
movie,
to disagree.
huh?
You're allowed to disagree.
Yeah, no, I was actually gonna bring up the second movie.
Okay,
What I was gonna say was I was trying to get my thoughts together.
okay.
I think I'd like the second movie just staying a movie.
I agree with that, because the second movie is a lot of events that all just, you know,
It
eventually reach the end.
yeah,
There's not really a good point that you could stop it at.
I was gonna say there's a ton of escalation, and if you stop it, it'd just be like no, too much disconnect.
Yes, I agree with that.
When I fumble around with words, it's not because it's because I'm trying to think of something, not because I'm trying not to sound rude.
Yeah, I feel you.
But yeah, no, second one, definitely. Stay movie. First one, maybe. I
Okay,
honestly just don't know.
that's fine.
Let's
Um,
see. What's another good movie? Ooh, OG Full Metal Alchemist movie follow up.
uh, the I actually haven't seen it, honestly.
You are you serious?
I
That
am
concludes
serious.
the entire first series. Oh my god. You need to go watch that right now. Get out of this call. How have you not seen that?
I haven't seen all of OG Full Metal Alchemist, actually.
Oh my god.
I watched about half of it, and up to the basically once it started seriously diverging from the manga, is
Uh-huh.
kind of when I dropped it.
Oh.
And then I read
Oh,
the manga, and then when Brotherhood came out, I watched all of Brotherhood.
wow. You didn't see like the ending. Oh my god.
Yes, I have no idea what you're talking about, actually.
Dang. Oh. I was like in middle school and I cried buckets at the ending. And that's why I had to see the movie so I didn't feel like that anymore.
I see.
Do you have any plans of completing it in the future?
Um, it's not on my list that I never seem to get to.
Okay.
Shout out to Madoka Magica, which has been on my list for like friggin' 3 years to watch, and I still haven't watched it.
And you know what's funny? Is we've had this conversation before and he says, you know what, I should watch Madoka, but I'm probably not.
Yeah,
Madoka's 12 episodes, and then a movie. You have to skip the first two movies because the first two movies are essentially just recaps of the 12 episodes.
I gotcha.
Um, I just alternately recommend Yuki Yuna as a hero, though. which Kira hasn't finished either because I just haven't gotten around to showing it to her fully yet.
I got you.
Thinking of movies off the top of my head. I can't discuss the Full Metal Alchemist movie. Wow, that really bites. Because it's canon towards the first series.
Interesting.
Oh, wow, that puts a real damper on things.
I'm sorry, I won't do it again.
No, I was just gonna. I had this entire thing planned out to talk about it, and then it was just like, oh, okay. And I just get wrecked, and I'm like, all right.
Anyway,
Ooh, Yu-Gi-Oh movies.
oh yeah, we can go Yu-Gi-Oh
Have not
movies.
seen.
You have not? Have you seen Bonds Beyond Time?
I have.
If I'm talking, Kira, have you?
No.
Oh my God, what are you doing? Get out of this call.
I told
Go-
you I have not seen a lot of anime movies. I
Go
was
do
not
that
lying.
right now. Go do that right now.
No.
Oh my God, I feel like I have to grab both of you by the collar, sit you down, and just force you to watch stuff. Jeez. Okay. God, there goes that conversation. All right, non-spoiler discussion. Jaden, you say, Yugi, team up, fight bad guy, bam, Bonds Beyond Time.
Pretty much.
Oh God. Let's see. I don't remember some of the other Yu-Gi-Oh movies. I know I saw them, but I was too little to remember.
Interesting.
God, that's 2 in a row. Wow, I am 2 for 0.
Rip.
Indeed.
Jesus. And it's not like you guys have seen the canon Naruto and DBZ movies, so I can't go there.
I have not.
God, this is so frustrating. If Heaven's Feel was out, we could talk about that.
We could talk about Heaven's Feel. We could talk about Heaven's Feel even if it's not out.
I've never heard of that.
That is Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel, the third route.
Yep.
I see.
It's the best route. Shout out to people who understand that it is the best route.
Mainly people who've actually played the visual novel.
Yeah.
I just like
Even
soccer.
then, there's those weird people who are like, I like Unlimited Blade Works better. And we're like, what's even wrong with you?
Rip to everyone in Heaven's Feel, by the way.
Yeah. Heaven's Feel's great.
Heaven's Feel is like 1.5 times the length of the other routes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Also, Sakura is the better girl of the 3.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna put it like this. I'm not a fan of Rin. I'm okay with Saber. But I like Saber Alter more. So going Heaven's Feel route would be obvious, and Sakura is not annoying.
Yeah. Because Sakura is not a tsundere.
Nor is she a prideful king of knights.
I mean, even though Rin is, a pretty good tsundere, still a tsundere.
Tsunderes are not worth. Please refer to Tsundere video. I will link in description.
Anyway, since we're on the topic of Fate, let's compare 2010 Unlimited Blade Works movie to, last year Unlimited Blade Works TV series.
Okay,
I only
so
saw Fate Zero. Let that be known.
yeah, no, you haven't binged Fate because I haven't forced you to yet. Okay, so Well, 2010 is a battle summary.
Hmm.
No, uh, the Ufotable adaptation is canon-ish.
No, it's canon. Nasu himself did writing, added extra
Yes,
scenes. It's
but
like a super cut of the visual novel.
I say it's canon-ish because I like to pretend the last episode didn't happen.
Oh, well, keep in mind that with the Blu-ray release, they released alternate ending, so we can just
Again,
pretend that's canon.
okay. Shout out to visual novels and alternate endings.
Yeah. Um,
I have to actually check that out. I haven't seen it yet.
Neither have I, but I've got that crap in the mail. It'll be here sometime in early
Real
July.
talk. When I get my job, I'm so importing that from England.
Do it, man.
That's what everyone does, and that is the best thing.
Oh, it is. I mean, I have the first season box set, and it's great. 10 out of 10.
All I have is Dean's Day Night. Rip me.
I have Dean's Day Night and 2010 uh, Unlimited Blade Works.
I would so
Also
buy
has
that if
audio
it
Dean.
wasn't. I would so buy that if it wasn't overpriced for what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Dean's Day Night 2010 Unlimited Blade Works is not actually all that bad.
I would
It's
agree.
just just a battle summary.
Yes. Also, if you, it's
What?
like something you watch in tandem with Fate Stay Night 2006 by Studio Dean.
You can do that. That's what I did.
Yeah,
I
and
just
it's not
I
that
waited a
hard
few
to
months.
do that.
Shout out to Dean's Day Night 06 Rapey Gill.
Well,
I'll
that's
force
because
it down
they
your.
kind of adapted Rapey Gill route.
Yes. I'll force it down your throat and make you swallow it. That is my favorite quote, and it's carried on in the dub.
Yes.
Yes, it's an amazing quote. Last Arcanuschat, I said that to Kira. I'm 90% sure.
I can't.
So yeah. See, y'all need to go watch Bonds Beyond Time and freaking Full Metal Alchemist movie. God dang it.
I have seen both of the Full Metal Alchemist movies.
Conqueror of Shambhala and Stone of Milos.
Yeah,
Stone of Milos was weird.
it was okay.
I haven't seen either of these.
You haven't seen Stone of Milos?
No.
God dang, it's on Netflix, man.
It is on Netflix, dude.
I'm the level with you. Even though I have Netflix, I never use it.
Use it for like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for your Coulson fetish, and that's about it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Alright.
And even then, they don't have the third season, so I cry.
Yeah, they wait until the season after it airs before they put it on Netflix.
Yeah.
I hate that so much. It makes me want to choke Netflix. And Netflix is like not even a real thing. It is a streaming site. Shout out to Kiss Anime's porn ads.
Shout out to Kiss Anime's porn ads. Yes.
Those ads, I swear, are just virus riddled. Just looking at them gives me diseases. And shout out to my unique situation where I'm actually being forced to use Kiss Anime rather than the stuff I normally use.
Yeah. That is... Yeah.
So anyone,
Streaming services just need to get better.
yes.
Period.
So after Hulu did an update, their streaming service commercials now freeze my computer. So I literally cannot use Hulu on my laptop without the episode freezing about 6 times and then just not continuing and me refreshing the page around 12 times to get 5 minutes of actual playtime. So due to this fact, I'm actually being forced to use Kiss Anime. And it's not like Crunchyroll's computer is good either. Like,
Yeah.
so I really hate not using licensed sites. So being forced to use Kiss Anime is essentially like me stabbing myself in the foot and having to deal with it because I need to stab myself in the foot.
Hmm. I know
So
exactly what you mean.
former Annie Chat member Chris, who has not been killed by Annie Chat yet because I asked for his life to be spared, um, asked if which Alex was in call, Kellen Alex or Alex Alex. Now, he really thinks Kellen Alex would be there without Lucas. What?
Also, why does it matter if he dropped any chat?
He might show up. Him and Lucas had some tensions.
Okay, Lucas is not here.
He, I don't know what he's doing. He just doesn't show up anymore.
Uh, that's Lucas's business. I know what's going on. I'm not going to put it out there. Lucas, just feel better whenever you feel better, man. Just don't hate on Bleacher. I'll have to kill you. Because, yeah, that's just really irritating. Anyways, what do you guys, have you guys seen the, no, I can't because freaking you guys don't watch anime movies, but I'm going to take a shot at it. Have you seen the Marvel anime movies?
I've not.
Nope.
They're also on Netflix. But then again, I'm the one who gets anime and comic book recommendations along with cop shows all over my Netflix, so yeah. Shout out to Netflix recommending me kid shows because I watched Justice League Unlimited. And like a couple of the Avengers shows.
I see.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. I started reading the Civil War II comics, and
Character deaths, character deaths, character deaths.
yeah. Shout out to spoilers. Rip. End of the War Machine cinematic universe.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like they just didn't want to pay him as much anymore. Legit, that's what I feel like whenever they kill off a character or put them into cryo sleep.
I gotcha.
Shout out to the end of Civil War.
Yeah. Um. Anyway, also the actual conflict for Civil War II is a lot less stupid than it sounds like it is.
Yep.
Like I was really skeptical.
Of their stupid reasoning, because
Yeah.
they were literally going, what is that? God dang it, Psychopaths. Or if you haven't seen Psychopaths, Minority Report.
Yes.
If you want Western live action adaptation, go watch Minority Report. If you want an anime, go watch Psychopaths.
Yeah. But like it's character death, character death, character death that seems to be pushing the Civil War II because, you know, basically Tony just gets angry at everyone.
Tony's
Because,
always angry at everyone.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Though
So-
comic Tony is so much more what's the term? Less annoying than cinematic universe Tony.
I agree with that, but yeah, it's basically Tony's just like, well, up yours, Carol. I'm gonna go beat the tar out of you. Seems to be what's going on.
Carol can fight the Hulk though.
Yes,
The heck
that's
is
why Tony goes and gets his friends.
okay. Well,
Anyway, but yeah, I'm surprised because I'm like, oh, yeah, this is as ridiculous as I thought it was going to be just by hearing the summary. So, yeah,
Um, let's see. I've recently just been reading some of my comics from New 52 that I just got, and I'm just reading the ones I was telling you about, the Justice League movie.
Okay.
And I actually have to show you the animated movie, so I just because you guys can't read the comic I have.
Hmm.
So yeah, I gotta show you guys that. Um, God, anime movies were killed since you guys haven't seen the Marvel movie anime movies. Also, the Marvel anime are what's the term? I've seen some weird. I
Define weird.
saw. Oh God, that is such a complex term that I just didn't want to elaborate on. Um, why is X-Men in Japan is the real question. That kind of weird. Japanese schoolgirls having normal designs while the X-Men have weird, overly serious, comic book-ish imitation designs.
Hmm.
Japanese schoolgirls being involved with the X-Men weird. Wolverine with weird Japanese interactions with people. Though arguably it's not so weird because it's Wolverine. Weird villains doing weird things, doing all the weird time.
Okay.
It's something that I can't explain, but I'd have to show you instead. Because like it's not like I saw this recently. This was years ago. It's like back when Samurai 7 was airing on Adult Swim.
I see.
Yeah. Samurai 7 was one of those shows that I was just like, oh, this is on Adult Swim. I think I'm going to watch this. And I end up did.
Okay.
And
Truthfully.
and since I missed a couple weeks, I would jump back in and I'd be like, what the heck happened? Because apparently I'd only miss weeks where profound things happened.
That sounds like my life, honestly.
Same.
So, I need to go back and rewatch the entire thing. Because I have no idea what happened in between some of the last stuff. Also, as a kid, I was like, are we sure not all these samurai are gay? That was literally my reaction. Because I was like, man, there's so much gay tension. But that just might be anime in general.
I think it's probably just anime in general.
Shout out to when people hate each other, yaoi fangirls just make it yaoi. And Yuri. Oh man. Those poor people, if they could see the internet now.
Man.
Oh my. So, according to a picture I just saw, The Incredibles 2 is being released in 2019.
Fascinating.
Alright. Alex is off to go bury the bodies. Okay, so, you know what you need to do, Kira?
What?
Go watch movies right now.
Or I could not do that.
Or I could hunt you down and force you.
Try me.
I will bring Annie Chat.
Oh no.
Exactly.
Much spook.
Yes. What the heck?
What?
What? It's just a poll that's like Mega Man 7 or Overwatch. Doesn't say anything else, just... Actually, it doesn't even say that, it just says Overwatch, Mega Man 7. Nothing
Oh.
else. Just
What?
just go- Google Plus, please.
It might be just like which one you would that they would buy, I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh, um. So there's a picture that says how to be more attractive to men. Step 1, be an anime girl. Sounds amazing. Like amazing advice.
As a girl, accurate.
See, I
I
need new people.
recently picked up back up Bravely Default.
Alex plays that game.
It's a good game. I recommend.
No, I don't think you understand. When I say Alex plays that game, I mean he loves that game. So when he gets back, I'm going to say, Kira, tell him what you told me. And then I'm going to let the conversation ensue from there.
Like the reason that I like put it down before was because I kept dying at this one point. I was like, nah, I've died too many times. I can't.
Oh, no. I don't put the game down. I repeatedly hit myself in the face until I'm angry enough to beat the goddamn thing. Well,
The
what
thing
I
is,
do is,
I think is
And
I
kill
started
fans.
doing that, and then I was just like, I can't do this anymore.
Kira, tell Alex what you just told me.
I picked back up Bravely Default.
Mm.
See, right there, bam.
See if I can turn on that camera thing there. There we go. Look at that beautiful 3DS.
Again, who are you getting smashed by?
Hmm?
Who are you getting smashed by, he said.
It was the fucking dragon thing. It's because I'm really bad. It was the
Oh,
dragon
when
getting
you had
the
the
rainbow thread. And I was like,
what?
why do I keep dying at this point? What is wrong with me?
Mm.
And then I remembered that I could just invite allies. I was like, hell, click, no skill. Because some of the things with Street Pass were like
Mm.
crazily high numbers.
Yeah. You're talking about when you have to kill the 6 dragons or whatever to get into the castle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those things sucked.
Yeah.
Okay, so not to cut you guys off, but I just looked at my, oh my god, I looked at the comic book community I moderate, and someone posted a battle, and this is the battle. Scarlet Witch versus Jean Grey versus Raven. Captain America versus Wolverine versus Batman. Thor versus Storm versus Shazam. Namor versus Iceman versus Aquaman. Quicksilver versus Nightcrawler versus The Flash. Iron Man versus Cyclops versus Green Lantern. Notice how this has like this consistently getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
Hulk versus Juggernaut versus Superman. Miss Marvel versus Rogue versus Wonder Woman. Vision versus Magneto versus Martian Manhunter. Because that's so fair.
Mm.
Black Widow versus Mystique versus Black Canary. Doc Strange versus Professor X versus Doctor Fate. So
Question. What are
yes,
these pairings?
these are Justice League, Avengers, or X-Men who wins. Um, and then they have a bonus round: Thanos versus Apocalypse versus Darkseid. Um, uh, Flash solos.
Mm.
That's all I have to say. So yeah, I'm just gonna just low key vote Justice League, which is actually tied with the Avengers. Poor old X-Men.
Rip.
Someone said explain Raven over Jean Grey. I'd like to point out that Raven can actually summon Trigon, the Eater of like dimensions. Like that's her daddy.
Mm.
Um, oh, so shout out to Injustice getting a second game.
Indeed.
I'm going to pick that up.
I probably will too, but not at launch.
I gotcha.
Yep.
Too much DLC is hidden away and then released for a later Ultimate Edition.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I might have to wait for the Ultimate Edition too, because the characters they added are freaking sweet.
Who'd they add?
Okay, so Lobo's in there, Batgirl, Martian Manhunter, Zatanna.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's 2 more. Anyways, yeah, Lobo's like he is in the mobile game. Like his ultimate is how it is in the mobile game. I remember when Injustice first came out, and I was in middle school, and I was just like, "What the heck is Injustice?" Oh yeah, Scorpion's another one.
Okay.
Oh my God! In the mobile edition, you can get Static Shock.
Okay, that is sweet.
It's nice.
So he might show up in the next one. Also, it's Zod is the last one for the DLC for the characters. Alright. So, yeah, I hope Static is in the next one.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
If anyone doesn't know who Static Shock is, go watch that cartoon from like the 2000s right now.
Yeah, it's amazing. Do it.
This is something I need to rewatch.
Well, we
Same
need to
here.
watch Young Justice first.
Yes. Static is actually in Young Justice.
Okay, I'm sold.
Okay, so he shows up in season 2 and he remains relevant. Actually, no, I take that back. I think he might be in season 1 because I believe they address something he does in season 1 and he shows up on screen, but actually does stuff in season 2. But yeah. Let's see. Who else do they have? Okay, so there's the Kid Flash, Impulse, Flash, regular Justice League members, Jon Stewart, Hal Jordan. Okay, shout out to this one scene where they're discussing who to let onto the Justice League, and Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart are sitting next to each other, and Superman and Batman are like, so should we bring on Guy Gardner? And Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan simultaneously yell at the top of their lungs, no. MC Robin is Roxas's voice actor. He has Jesse McCartney. Shout out to anyone who actually remembers Jesse McCartney. Yeah, last thing I remember him doing was like besides Kingdom Hearts was he was on Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
He was?
Yes. They even made a joke where it was like, oh yeah, it's that McCartney fellow. And then the mom was like, I love Paul McCartney. And then Mr. Mosby was like, no, some Jesse guy. And she's like, oh. Ew. Yeah. I remember a bunch of weird stuff, shows I watched when I was a kid. Oh my, there's an XD in the chat. That's never a good sign.
That link is beautiful.
It
That's
is.
all I gotta say.
Why the crap is the weird Kitsune thing in Goku on Sun? Is it because he's Son Goku, even though he's not called Son Goku post
Yes.
the start of Dragon Ball Z? And is that one girl on there because she considers herself like a boy from Fire Emblem?
I can't.
And they had-
was immediately like, some people other than me need to see this.
Or is it because her name is Soliel and Sol, or I think that's who she is, and then Sol means sun?
Yes.
Yes to which theory?
the latter.
Okay. Well, I was just like, at first I just saw the characters and I didn't look at the caption. I was like, what the heck is this?
I can't. That's amazing.
That's something. They have Kaoru from like freaking Kawaru. I can't even pronounce his name. From Ava on there because he's like the moon.
Hmm.
Shout out to like everyone being attracted to Shinji.
Same.
On the wiki, it confirms that in canon, Misato actually does have a thing for Shinji. So, yeah. Shout out to Misato knowing her boundaries and never actually pursuing it. You know what I need to do? I need to go find the 3.0 dub that exists somewhere and watch that.
I do too.
Like, I've been refusing to watch 3 because the freaking dub couldn't come out because it was delayed by like 3 years.
Yes.
Ugh.
Also, a shout out to the Eva movies.
Yes, the Ava movies are pretty great. The first one is literally the original series, couple episodes.
Yep.
Second one takes a big turn.
Hmm.
God, it just like completely made itself diverse from the original.
Yes.
It's also less weird.
Hmm.
And Saber being chained up by Medea, because I can't go one day without seeing that in my freaking stream.
Shout out to Medea.
So,
No, actually, shout out to Fate Root Medea. She just gets
oh
taken
my.
out like trash. It's great.
Shout out to just archers making Medea's life miserable.
Yes.
Shout out to like the Fate fan base just having this big old boner for any altar that comes out.
Yeah.
Like, God. One comes out, millions of fanboys die over fanboying.
Shout out
Each time.
Alter Coup.
Yep. It's not like he wasn't blowing up all over the internet with fan art with Mauve.
Yeah.
Like, and when an altar comes out, it just seems like the fanboys just leak so much fanboy that they die of deficiency. You know what we need? Alternate Diarmu just to kill all the girls left in the fandom. All of them. Every single one of them.
Well, wouldn't you think that Alter Diarmu just frickin' slays?
Yes. It'd be legit if that was Saber Diarmu. And he just smashes all the women. He's actually a harem master. Like, that's actually Alter Diarmu confirmed.
Well,
I think with the next season of Collide, they might do a collab event, and I would be so hyped.
oh yeah, same.
Free servant should be Lancer freaking Miu. Lancer class card include Miu.
You're telling me it's not Kuro?
I only said it because I want a Lancer, man.
Well, same, but
It's actually just Bazette. Oh man. So, yeah, no, I'd hope it'd be a Lancer include. Either that or Assassin include. As long as they're a 4-star.
yeah.
Let's see. I think. Watch it just be Berserkules Ilya includes. She can just have the loincloths. She has like that strip of cloth covering her top parts.
Yes.
So yeah, back to anime movies. Do you know what these two need to do right now? They need to leave this call, let me end it, and then just go watch anime movies that I told them to go watch.
Nah.
Like right now. I will force it down your throat and make you swallow it.
Oh.
Perfect context for you guys need to go see movies.
Yeah, we do need to see movies, but anyway, our discussion's kind of wound down. So, do we want to do Golden Sun Street?
How far are we into this?
A little over an hour.
I said it was going to be only 30 more minutes. And I hate lying to the fan base. Our one viewer.
Mm.
You know what we should do?
What?
Talk smack about how our members did not study for Kirei versus Scar.
To what end, I suppose?
Okay, I give him a week, right?
Mm.
Come Friday, oh, I didn't study at all. Gives Kira all the links. Kira mistakes everything.
Yep.
For something else and has to leave call multiple times. It literally ended with me and Alex just talking a half hour about Golden Sun.
Yep, it was great.
And that battle is still left unconcluded because I need to go kill Kellen and Lucas to get their attention. I'll kill them because Annie Chat might have a little bit too much fun with that.
Can't have that.
Yeah. We gotta keep Annie Chat on a leash. She can't be let wild. Might scare the fans.
I don't know, I'm sure some of the fans are probably into that.
Probably. Though they should know what they're getting into when they get into a relationship with Annie Chat. Lucas and Kellen were fully aware. Honestly, Annie Chat has every right to go murder them. For breaking her heart. Her poor old heart. Annie Chat will actually be the main villain of the anime, me and Alex, right?
There we go. Confirmed.
You know what we should do? We should freaking talk about our magical girl stuff.
On Annie Chat?
No, just magical girl stuff in general.
I would agree with that.
I love magical girls. And Kyosuke Hyobu has a magical girl style transformation in the unlimited Kyosuke Hyobu. Which in the first minute hooked me the first time I watched it. Shout out to go watch the first episode of Kyosuke Hyobu just for the first minute. Just so you can watch him solo the army. Because it's pretty great. In fact, it's as much as I've showed Alex.
Yeah.
I'll show you the rest of the first episode one day. When we're not watching something.
Okay.
Alright, so what's your favorite type of magical girl series, guys?
What do you mean by type?
Okay, so there's the, what's the term? Is it decomposition? Where it breaks down the genre and changes your normal expectations. So you got like Sailor Moon, and then you have Madoka Magica, stark opposites.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Sailor Moon, yes, Kitty, but it's not as Kitty as something like Precure. Precure is a very popular series of different magical girl shows. I'm pretty sure magical girl fans probably know what I'm talking about. Anyways, so what I meant was there's Josei style, there's Seinen style, there's Shonen style, and there's Shoujo style.
Mm.
Shonen style usually has some sort of Shonen and Seinen usually have some sort of sexual thing that you're there for the magical girls for. And they also have some sort of Shonen style telling. Shoujo probably has more. Shoujo and Josei probably have more romance aspect.
Mm.
and seinen and josei probably have more serious themes. For
Okay.
example, if I'm remembering correctly, I think Madoka Magica is a seinen. Yeah,
That
I
wouldn't
think it is.
surprise me from what I've heard.
It is also written by Geniru Butcher.
Yes.
Shout out to Geniru Butcher. Shout out to him and Nasu playing a tabletop RPG with like a doujin manga artist, and it turning into an anime and light novel series.
Yes. Yep.
When you're
That's
just
goals right there.
yeah. So, do you guys have like stuff you like particularly in Magical Girl anime? Oh, and then there's Collide.
Then
I'm not
there's
even gonna.
Collide, where it
Yeah, I'm
pretends
not.
to be a Magical Girl series, but is actually just a Fate installment.
Yep. Not even gonna try to put that anywhere into a classification.
That's because it starts out being like parody Magical Girl anime, and then it's like, what even is this at this point?
Oh my, that's a the doujin artist guy writer.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised how tame the manga is considering.
Yes. Uh, Real talk, the Collide manga way more tame than the anime.
Yeah, the anime is practically okay. That is just literally Silverlink's fault, though.
Yes.
Silverlink has this thing about making everything like hentai-ish. They're high-key hentai studio that pretends to be anime. That is my fan theory because they put like Yuri and then like hentai scene and boob scenes all over the place that weren't in the original stuff. And this is just something I've seen reoccurring with Silverlink stuff. So, Silverlink, shame on you for turning everything into your hentai fetishes.
Yes, but for Collide, like, it works just because of how ridiculous Collide is in the first place.
Yes, I like how the kiss scene is there's a bubble over them, their lips touching, and then in the anime, oh my god, Kuro is mouth raping Miu. Oh, shout out to Ilya's reactions. Shout out to like Kuro being like an experienced hooker with the way
Yes,
she kisses and all that stuff. God dang it.
I can't even. Collide is so great.
Okay, so back to regular Magical Girl stuff. What do you guys look for in Magical Girl series?
Okay. Um. Let's see.
Awesome transformation scenes. What?
I like transformation scenes. Um. Whenever someone brings up Magical Girls, um, I like always default to pre-tier because it's this goofy, obscure Magical Girl anime that I watched, and
Hmm.
it's great because there's only one Magical Girl. And then there's a bunch of Vishis that hang out with her, and they have special powers. And then for her to transform, she literally like fuses with them, and it's great.
They are inside her.
Yes. Yeah, it's worth.
I'm gonna be straight with you. I am such a sucker for transformation scenes. Like, when Kyosuke transforms, I literally do a fanboy squeal sometimes. I've literally watched the Yuki Yuna is a hero transformation scenes on repeat before.
Oh
Because I just
my.
love transformation scenes so much. Shout out to Ruby knowing what's up. And when I mean Ruby, I mean the stick. Kaleidoscope. Where she's like, transformation scenes are supposed to be the essence of a magical girl with some light fan service. I can't believe you used me like that, Ilya. For when her clothes were all jacked up. Yeah.
Well, Ruby is so full of shit, it's ridiculous.
That is my favorite line from Ruby, to be honest.
Doesn't surprise me, 'cause that's one of the better ones.
Yes, I love transformation scenes. Shout out to Yugi's magical girl transformation scenes into Pharaoh. Because he does have one. Yu-Gi-Oh! Does a spin, lights start flashing, hair grows, he grows, becomes Pharaoh.
The best part of that is you're not wrong.
um, yeah. Oh, Super Saiyan God Goku. Super Saiyan God. Okay, Super Saiyan Blue Goku. His transformation scene is so different than all the other Super Saiyan ones. It does like this 360 loop as he slowly turns blue as if he suddenly switched to Magical Girl. So Frieza's like, did you just dye your hair blue in Super Saiyan form or something? Because Frieza's done with Goku's crap.
Yep.
Shout out to Frieza. He's just so sick of the DBZ BS. Yeah, Shonen doing Magical Girl transformations though.
Yes.
Shout out to Ichigo's Bankai transformation being a cool Magical Girl transformation. 10 out of 10. Actually a Magical Girl transformation. Gets in position, yells Bankai, gets new clothes, 360 degrees, camera, you know, wind spreads away, fight scene ensues. Yeah, totally Magical Girl right there. Bang, bang.
So, are you telling me that Ichigo is actually a magical girl?
Yes. It explains the Getsuga. Because all those Magical Girls have that generic energy blast that they have to have.
Hmm.
Shout out to Ichigo actually just being a Magical Girl. He's not a Quincy, he's not a Visor, he's not any of that. He's just a Magical Girl.
Bleach now makes perfect sense.
Honestly, I think Uryu would be the one with the Magical Girl transformation in Bleach. Like, I can imagine him being in his school clothes, and he does this, like, pose thing. And then, like, a scarf appears around his neck, and then, like, he gets into his Quincy clothes.
And then he just arches people to death.
Yes. Uryu is so fabulous to pull that off. Like, he's fabulous enough to pull that off.
It's the glasses.
Yep. Also, shout out to Uryu sewing his own clothes.
Yes.
That is a great aspect of Uryu. Uryu is actually waifu material. Oh man. So we killed Kira,
Kira, don't die on me.
and Annie Chat would be very sad if she wasn't the one to end her life. Kira's actually just playing Bravely Default and got pissed again, so she's just silent.
That's what happens when you don't use Templar class.
Oh man.
Gotta use Templar Spirit Master for fighting those fucking dragons.
So we got around 9 more minutes. That Magical Girl conversation actually took up about what we needed to. It to.
Lovely.
Oh man, Magical Girls are great. I hope I offended no one with the Bleach comments. I love Bleach. I'm not actually one of those people who are like, hey, it's time to bash on Bleach and DC, because that just seems to be the thing these days. DC does something. Let's go bash on DC because it's not Marvel. Bleach does something. Let's go bash on Bleach because it's not Naruto and One Piece. That just seems to be the habit. And as a Bleach fan and as a DC fan, that really hurts. I hate all of you.
Sorry I didn't do it.
Oh, I don't actually hate you. That's my alter ego's job. By the way, I have a link for you, Alex.
Shoot, man. I'm always ready for the link.
So, anyone who's seen Aldno Zero, you should know that Slain Troyards and Inoho Kaiska's names aren't that. It's Slave Tryhard and Inoho Cocksucker. So, just remember that. It's not Kaiska, it's Cocksucker. Always remember. Never forget.
So where's this link?
I'm actually getting it right now.
Okay.
Someone asked me to answer a questionnaire. And Kira revives herself just to check the chat.
So my okay.
It's just my answers.
Okay.
Pretty sure that's how you're supposed to answer the first question. Yeah. Yep, Kira. That's my goal. I can get around like 10 hours and then I wake up and I can't go back to sleep ever again. If anyone who is wondering, because they can't see this link, I answered to, what is your goal for a perfect day? I said 24 hours of raw sleep. So, I'm pretty sure there's a ton of people who agree with me. Any chat, I'm not even on your profile. Can you please stop checking the chat? It's kind of creepy. And her profile pic appeared again in the chat.
Well,
Oh my, someone PM'd me and sent the looking direction faces. This is awkward. I don't know why they sent them. So I'll just send them back. Oh dear. They have messed up eyes to the point where apparently they point in multiple directions. They're
okay.
actually a chameleon. And this person who is a mystery is actually just Kira messaging me randomly.
Oh,
Yep. There's the big reveal, folks. She was actually Eisen all along. And now now Anti-Chat gets weird because Kira is dead.
I'm sorry.
Rip Kira. I don't know if Kira is talking and we just can't hear her, but yeah. Well, it appears Anti-Chat might have gotten to Kira. It's a shame. I thought we had a little bit longer with her.
All right. We should do a in memorandum.
So, here lies Kira, Sloth King, Sloth Queen, and Sloth God. Lover of memes and cringe. That is all.
May she rest in peace.
No, you can't rest in peace once killed by Anti-Chat.
What is your soul just scattered throughout time, or what?
It's fragmented to across the world. Just like, what? God dang it, what's that Egyptian god's name? I literally had a roll. Yes, your mic is legitimately not working. I was on a roll. I was going to say that that Egyptian god who got split up across the world. And his girlfriend starts looking for him. To put it back to put all the pieces back together. God dang it. Mythology, please.
Mythology is great.
Yeah, apparently her mic was not working.
Well,
So Anti-Chat didn't actually kill her. Wow. Anti-Chat showed some restraint. I'm proud.
well, in Annie Chan's defense, it was only like a couple minutes.
Test!
Okay, we can hear you.
Right.
Yeah, how long have you been talking?
A while, actually.
Oh, rip. We even had a tombstone and everything.
I could overhear.
Is it really overhearing when you're actually just listening to everything we say?
Yes.
Okay. Well, welcome back, Kira, as we're about to literally end the call in 2 minutes.
Even though I was here the whole time. I
Yep.
cry.
So, yeah. Ending notes, waifu is laifu. This is fact, not myth. Anyone who disagrees can fight me.
But in one of the episodes, didn't we call everyone's waifu trash?
Yep.
Pretty sure we've done that multiple episodes.
Yeah. So would we fight ourselves?
I'm the level with you. I could beat myself.
I don't know. I think me and myself would just perform a fusion and become the ultimate being of this universe. Screw fighting. I'm off to stop Alex from taking over the world.
It sounds futile.
Not with my fusion of myself. I'll become Super Kyosuke. If I get back in
Kyosuke, god of salts.
Kyosuke.
Huh?
Super Kyosuke God, Super Kyosuke.
Obviously. Shout out to ZBZ just escalating with just ridiculousness. Oh man. Shout out to DBZ not taking over this conversation because Lucas and Kellen aren't here.
Same.
And that is all the time we have, folks. Actually, we have more time, but I'm going to cut you short. Anyways, so with me today has been AnyChat. I mean Kira. I mean Light Yagami. I mean Kira.
I've been revived from the dead.
And we had Ariksu,
Hey,
future king of the earth. And it has been me, so now we must sign off.